songs are fit. Okay, day number 8 of listening to an album a day. Today's album is Red, Taylor's version, by Taylor Swift, and this was recommended to me by my wee pal, Dev. I'm just going to say this up front, I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. This isn't me just trying to sound edgy. Honestly, this album was a struggle for me. It's very long. There's 30 tracks and I got severe listener fatigue. Lyrically, the album is very focused on heartbreak, relationships and emotional fallout. A lot of it is very intimate and diary-like. Small moments, specific memories, conversations, places. For some people, that level of detail makes it powerful. Wait. This is Luna, by the way. For me, it often came across as really literal and repetitive. There were a lot of songs that just blurred into one another. Most of the album falls into the country pop and acoustic space, like slow to mid-tempo, emotional and reflective sounds. Scattered through, you've got these 3 songs that are completely different, more of the massive pop single. Songs like 22, I Knew You Were Trouble, and We're Never Ever Get Back Together. They're fun, energetic, and they're designed to be singles. Because they're surrounded by these quieter, more intimate tracks, it felt very jarring. If I had to pick a favourite, it would be I Knew You Were Trouble. It's the most dynamic song on the album. It has energy, it has pace, and it actually stands out. It feels playful rather than introspective, and I just found it more enjoyable to listen to. My least favourite song was actually marked by my breaking point, which was Ronin. And I understand this song's deeply personal and emotional, but I felt you need to know a lot about Taylor Swift's life to really understand what she's talking about. At this point in the album, it just added to the emotional heaviness and fatigue that I was feeling. By the halfway point, a lot of the songs were sounding very similar. Outside of the major singles and All Too Well, it just felt like the album was mostly padding. I can absolutely see why this album resonates so deeply with people, especially if you're going through a breakup or have some emotional ties to the lyrics. But for me, it just didn't connect. So unfortunately, I'm giving this album a 3 out of 8. It's too long, it's overly repetitive, and emotionally it was exhausting for me. There are a few standout songs, but overall it just wasn't an enjoyable listening experience for me. And that is just my opinion. So let's see what tomorrow's album will be. Bet you it's Taylor Swift again. Okay, sure. Okay, get your requests in. Another album down. What's next?